penny. Yeah, we always had spirit. They can burn my flesh. How they gonna touch my spirit? They can take away my freedom. How they gonna take away my spirit? Cause even though we never had a penny, yeah, we always had spirit. All we hear is sirens, gang fire. Hold your head higher, please we can build an empire. Gang fire, hold your head higher, please we can build an empire. All we hear is sirens, gang fire. Hold your head higher, please we can build an empire. Gang fire, hold your head higher, please we can build an empire. Hey. The end of the year is fast approaching. I hope everyone's had a really great year. For me, it's been average. I'm talking like diving, just diving. Like general life is fine. Diving wise, it was just average. I mean, definitely in comparison to 2016, it was nowhere near what 2016 brought for me. Only the peak of the peak athletes can stay 100% consistent year on year. I'm talking like the Cristiano Ronaldo's, like the Lionel Messi's, the LeBron Jameses. For people like me, you have good years, you have bad years. This year, I wouldn't say it was a bad year, it just wasn't the best year. With that being said, that means the only way is up. I can look forward to 2018 with a reasonable amount of confidence and with some optimism. Next year, basically what I've got planned so far. First things first, I've got my New Year's Eve party, which will be pretty fun. It'll be cool to bring in the new year with some of my close friends. In January, what have we got? Oh, I know what's happening in January. Last year, I got invited down to the NBA London game with Chris. Well, Chris invited me down. He had a +1. We literally sat on the court. Like, when I'd say on the court, I mean like, if I got up out of my seat and took one step forwards, I would have been in the game. First him up. Yay! Oi! Bench reaction. It was the Indiana Pacers versus the Denver Nuggets. The Indiana Pacers was sat like just to my right.
Take your ass out the whole game. Yeah. Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Just behind me, there was like Dele Alli. Just next to me was Conor Maynard. On the opposite side of the court, there was some Arsenal players. I saw Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. To the left of me, I saw like Marcus Alonso and a few of the Chelsea players. Also, Winnie Harlow was there. To top it off for me, even though he's an Arsenal player, he's a massive, massive legend.
Shame.
Thierry Henry was sat kind of just diagonally from where I was sat. One time I was like walking around to go to the toilet or something at half time, and I walked right past Thierry Henry, and that for me was huge. The NBA is on again in London. Chris, if you're watching this, if you happen to get a ticket and you happen to get a +1, I am free on that day. I'll be willing to come down to London with you and watch the NBA game. I don't care who's playing, but I'm willing to give up my time and come down and watch that game with you. Anyway, NBA done. After that, I've got Nationals, which is at the end of January in Plymouth. That might be an opportunity for me to trial some of my harder dives.
Round city getting faded. Round city getting faded. Riding around the city getting faded, talking to my tootie like we really finna make it. Paper chasing, I can tell you why I'm always getting high. Used to be that my thoughts was moving faster than I drive. Speeding down 9-5, fresh up on my 9 to 5. About to hit the block and shine, really all it took was time. I ain't even in my prime and they telling me I'm the greatest. Like he said, I'm facing 9, so the judge if he bang it. I'm sorta drunk off my pride. She feeling the way I vibe, she know I live in the sky. And shorty just wanna fly, do or die for my know I'm always gon' ride, never lie. I'm getting dough, they hate to see me shine. Got the hustle and I got that flow, that money like a sign. Just that blow your mind, I put that work in overtime. It's like we cracked up from behind. Not really, I'm past my time, they passing lies. We suited and passing ties. Got these imitating, I'm feeling just like I'm famous. Type of ventilating, but ain't no that I'm saving. I'm bossed up forever, they taking shots, barely grazing. I'm steady blazing, walk through, leave them devastated. I'm levitating, ball moves, I made a way. My shorty bad as f***, always rolling up paper planes. And I might say what's up, but that don't mean that you with the game. I gotta keep it cool, main rule of these player ways, authentic made.
For the British guys, the Commonwealth trials for me doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. I can do however I want there, and no one will judge me. It'll just hurt my pride if I do bad. After that, hopefully going to look to go out on another training camp to Miami. Obviously, the Commonwealth Games in Australia, it's an outdoor pool. Miami's outdoor, and the weather there in February will be like cold-ish and maybe a little bit breezy, and just not ideal training conditions basically. So it would be good to go there and get a little bit of experience in those conditions before I go out to Australia. I know last time I went to Miami, it looked like I was having a bit of a holiday, but I got a very good balance between training and fun. So hopefully I'll be able to do that again. After I get back from Miami, I've got a couple of weeks back home. From early March, I want to be going out to Australia, starting my pre-Commonwealth training camp out there with AD. It'll be perfect to kind of get used to the whole time difference and everything, and just get settled over there. Hopefully we'll get a bit of time to train at the Gold Coast as well, so I can get a bit of work done and get a bit more experience in the Gold Coast pool. Obviously I've already got some from a few weeks ago, but it'll be great to get more, especially around that time of year, because it's going to be slightly different weather, I think. After I get back from Australia, I think I've got like about a month of training in Leeds. The next competition for me after that will probably be the World Cup in, it's going to be in China, and that's going to be at the start of June. As I said in one of my earlier vlogs when Edwin was leaving, it's actually kind of bittersweet. Not the end. Still got a bit more to go, because it's likely that he might be able to coach me at the World Cup. If everything works out in that respect perfectly, then I might actually look to go to Eindhoven for a little while for a training camp to train with Edwin. This World Cup has no bearing on Olympic selection or Olympic qualification whatsoever, so it's just another opportunity to get more experience. How I do doesn't really matter. Obviously I'd like to do well, see what I can do and see where I am obviously in the world. That's basically the end of my season. It's much earlier than normal. Usually the major competition of that year would be more towards July, August, but this one's going to be much sooner, so my season's going to be done then. So whether I go and do a few more Grand Prix or just chill out and train, maybe go on a holiday, I don't know, I'm going to have to work that out a bit later on. The British guys have Europeans in Edinburgh, so I'm definitely going to have to try and go check them out up there and see what's going on up in Edinburgh and just be a spectator, unless they want to invite me as a guest diver. But that's my year to look forward to. I turn 23 next year, starting to get old, starting to get towards that 25 mark. I've heard when you hit 25, that's when like things start going downhill, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but hopefully 2018 will be a good year. Make sure you stay tuned. I will keep you updated on everything going on. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Got a guide to Olympic diving coming out. It'll be coming out on Wednesday, so make sure you check that out. Peace.
Because I'm stuffing stacks in the dresser, I really mean it, dog. This ETG forever. I gotta feed the fam all these grins. I'll be trapping forever. It gets better.